Hello everybody, my name is Alex and today we are talking about Crash Bandicoot as well as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 because those games are getting remastered. So what is the topic of this video? Obviously these games are getting remastered, that got announced earlier this week, and Crash Universe over on Twitter, I will leave some kind of information on the screen and in the description, tweeted out this picture which basically shows that UKA UKA has been seen on a ramp. So, could this mean new content for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater? Could it mean new Crash content? I'm going to talk about some of my theories on this. Basically, I've got some notes on my phone, so I'll ramble on and just hopefully edit the good bits in. So before we dive into the theories, I think it's worth saying that obviously Crash Bandicoot and Tony Hawk are both owned by Activision, they're both published by Activision, and as we've seen with the Crash and Spyro stuff, Activision do like doing some crossover things. So that is where some of these theories are coming from. So theory number one is for all of you cynics out there, because you will love this one. It could mean absolutely bugger all, it could literally just be an Easter egg. We have seen these kind of Easter eggs in lots of games before, so it's definitely a possibility it means nothing. Now, although this is probably, well, it's definitely the most boring one on today's list, it is also quite likely that this won't go any further, so I think it's worth mentioning it could mean nothing, so definitely don't get your hopes up, but we are just going to speculate on some more exciting stuff going forward. Something more exciting now, could this perhaps mean that we're getting more Crash content in Tony Hawk Remastered? Now there's a few theories to this. The first one is possibly a bit more far-fetched, so I'll get that out of the way first. Could Crash be a playable character, maybe even other Crash characters, you know, Coco, maybe someone from Spyro, like the dragon Spyro? Could we have those as playable characters in Tony Hawk's Remastered? Now, this is, like I said, far-fetched, but let's look at the positives first. I believe in the original games, though I did not play them, they had kind of secret levels and secret characters, like apparently Spider-Man was a character in one of the original games. So they did things like this with the original, so you could see how they could bring a different character like Crash Bandicoot into the series and it not be that weird. Additionally, as I hinted at the start of this video, Activision like doing crossover things, it works quite well for them. Obviously it works far better with Crash and Spyro because they're very similar games with a sort of similar audience. This would be a bit more difficult to get that go-between. I think it's a possibility that they could do this, but it is kind of unlikely. The second part to this, which is less far-fetched and probably more likely, is some kind of Crash or Spyro stuff in the game. Maybe they could put in a Crash or Spyro skateboard, something like that, or some other gear. I don't think it would be massively difficult to do. I mean, I don't know the Tony Hawk games that well, but I definitely think they could do it, and it would entice people like myself and other Crash and Spyro fans to give these games a try. By the way, if you want to see me talk more about games like this, then do remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. As we get closer to a new Crash announcement, hopefully, and with all other types of games, I do cover them a lot, I make a lot of videos, so if you want to see more from me, remember to like and subscribe. My last theory on this is to do with Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. Could we perhaps get some last minute Tony Hawk's DLC, Tony Hawk's customizables with the karts, maybe just some stickers, maybe a skateboard kart, I don't know, do what you want with that. That sounds kind of weird, a skateboard car. But just basically, just some Tony Hawk's content in CTR. We know that the CTR community does like unlocking this stuff. They could put it as paid additional content, and I know a lot of people would probably buy it because they want the full set, so it would sort of make sense for Activision to do something like that. The only thing I would say on that is that as time goes on, it seems less and less likely CTR is gonna get more content. There is a bit of an argument at this point that the game might be kind of over. I'm not raising my hopes too much, but I definitely think it is at least a small possibility that they could bring some of this new stuff to CTR. Okay, so onto my fourth and final theory on what it could mean, if anything, is that could this just simply be another tease at a new game? Because we kind of, lots of us expect a new game to be announced pretty soon. I know we're all hoping for one, or most of us are hoping for a new game. So this would just go along nicely with the merch, go along nicely with everything else we've seen, whether that be the voice actors and Lex Lang wearing sunglasses and all that. This could yet just be another hint at that. There is so much going on right now, Crash stuff, and you know, every time we see something like this, it always makes me think, we cannot be that far from a new game, and a new game is happening. Hopefully, even if nothing else, this is just a hint that that announcement is coming sooner rather than later. Anyway, I've done reading off my phone now, I've done with my suggestions, but what do you think? Is this just a really nice Easter egg, or do we think there could possibly be more in it? Do you have any theories of your own? Do let me know down in the comments. If you have enjoyed this video and want to see me cover lots more Crash stuff and do lots of weird stuff with my arms, because that's what I do when I'm presenting, do make sure that you hit the like button on this video and consider subscribing to the channel. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you all for your support over recent months and even kind of years now, so thank you so much everybody. My name is Alex and I will see you in another video soon.